Hello and welcome to part 2 of this video series. In this video we're going to look at how to make the ball jump. But before we do that, we need to fix some issues. So issue number 1 is as we play and we move around, you can see that the ball gets very fast and it becomes very difficult to slow it down and move it left and right. And if we get very close to the edge and we want to suddenly move, it becomes very difficult. Now the reason for that is because of the air resistance. So if we go to our ball and we search for damp, and we have these two options here called dampening. Now these two options essentially deal with, you can sort of think of it as air resistance. The first one, the linear dampening, is dealing with how the air pushes against the object, and so we want to increase this to about 0.5. So this will make sure that as we move forward through the game, as we move forward, backward, left and right, the ball's going to move slower because there's more resistance, but it's going to give us more control over how we move the ball left, right, and up and down. And the second one is the air resistance, but this deals with the resistance on its rotation. So here we're going to set this to be about 1. Now when we do that, you may also later want to change the speed that the ball can move, as you might find it to be a little slow. But that's going to be something that's up to you to play around with here. So now when I go into the game and I move around, you can see that the ball moves a little slower, but it's not rotating as fast. And it becomes a little easier to control as I move left and right. You can get very close to the edge and stop it much more quickly. Okay, great. So now we can move around. The next thing we want to do is we want to add the ability to jump. So if we go to the controller, and you see last time we already filled in the first 4 with the movement for moving forward, backward, left and right. If you haven't done that so far, please feel free to go back to the other tutorial and watch that, and we'll progress from here. So in this one, what we're going to do is we're going to take the branch and the button pressed down. I'm going to copy this and paste this. And for the input, we're going to choose spacebar. And we're going to plug this into the final track here. Now, for the Boolean here, we don't just want it to say, hey, listen, when we press the spacebar when we want to jump. What we want to do is we want to set up a new Boolean, and that Boolean is to check to see if the player can jump or not. So to do that, we're going to choose add variable, and we're going to say can jump. Press enter, and you're going to make sure this is a Boolean. And obviously by default, you want the player to be able to jump. So we're going to enable this, and we're going to click and drag this into the graph, choose get, and we want to make this a part of this. Now we can't simply click and drag this in here. You can see it's going to switch. So we need to use the AND operator. So AND will say, if this and this are true, then let's proceed along the execution path. Now what do we want to do? We want to get the reference to our player, and we want to add an impulse. So we choose add impulse, and you're going to see it's going to automatically convert the target for us, and we're going to plug this in over here. And we want to give some value, let's say 1000 in the Z, and we want to make sure that change velocity is enabled. When we do that and we press play, we can see that we can now jump. But there's a problem. Firstly, we jump very high, and the second issue is if I press and hold the spacebar, I'm just going to keep going up, 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 and up. So let's fix that. What we want to do is from here, we want to take this Boolean and we want to disable it at the end. So once we've been able to jump, we want to say, hey, listen, the player can now no longer jump. And when we do that, what happens is once we jump, we can no longer jump again. So let's give this a try. So you can see I can jump 1 time, but if I continue to press the spacebar button, it's no longer going to jump. Now there's an issue. We want the player to be able to jump again, but only once it's hit the ground. And the way we can do that is with a tag. So we're going to select the ground, and we're going to go all the way to the bottom, almost to the bottom, or we can search here tag. I want to add a tag. So I'm going to call this jump. This is going to be the tag. So anything that says jump on it, the player can then jump. To activate this, we need to go to the player. So we're going to go to the BP ball, and we want to take the ball here, And now what we want to do is we want to do a on component hit. So this one, on component hit. And as the ball hits a component, we're going to get a hit result, and then we can say anything with a tag that is hit and has a tag, then let's reactivate it. So to give you an example, all we're going to do is we're going to take the other actor here, and say has actor has tag, and we want to put in here what that tag is. The tag was jump, and we're going to put this into a branch because you see here it's looking for a boolean. So say if that's true, then what do we want to do? Well, we want to cast to, so we want to cast to BP, and we want to get our ball. And the object here should be the player pawn. So get player pawn, plug this in over here, and give it a quick compile. Here, you see there's no problem here. And the outward pin here, the blue one, is going to allow us to access the variables that we stored within the blueprint. And I just realized actually it's not the play we want, it's the controller BP underscore. And we stored this in the controller, so let's get this. There we go. Controller. Plug this in over here, and then from here we can get the can jump. And we want to set this to be true, and plug this in over here. Once we do that, and because we're no longer doing that, we're going to say get player controller. And this is now correct. Okay, so we need to change here to player controller because we need to get the controller, and then we can set this to be true. Now when we play, we should be able to jump, and we can't keep jumping, but then once we hit the ground again, we can then jump again. Now at this point, you probably want to adjust the height of the jump. So let's go back to our player and get the jump height, which is stored inside here. Yes, here. And we set this to maybe 500. And actually at this point, what you can do is you can split these, and we can promote this to a variable, and we can call this jump height. Compile, and then later we can just adjust this single value, and now we can jump at a much more reasonable height. So you can see we can't just continuously jump here. The last thing I want to do before we end off this video is I want to go to the ball. So let's find the ball, and I think we're just going to adjust the spring arm a little bit to maybe 200, so it's a little closer. And later in the videos ahead, we'll look at how we can adjust the spring arm length as we move faster and faster. So now you see it's a little closer, we can move and we can jump. And we have this ball that now has a little more control over how we move. So maybe you want to increase the speed also. So let's go back to here and increase the speed inside of the controller. So we can select the speed, maybe speed this up to maybe 600, so it's a little faster. And the last thing we can do is we can add some comments over here, call this jump, and clean this up a little. Give it a color, and that's it. We should be done. So now we can move around, we can move a little faster, we can jump, move left and right. There's more control over the way how we move. We're in relation to the air resistance. And so with that being said, that is the end of this video. This is a short one. In the next video, we're going to proceed to look at how we can add some power-ups, maybe a speed boost or a dash, something along those lines. Until then, I'd like to thank you for watching. Until the next video, bye-bye.